Joe Opetaia took care of business in the Gold Coast. Yeah, man, he smashed up the national champion of Italy, 17-0, Claudio Squeo. Yeah, man, Joe Opetaia put the beatings on our boy, man. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people were telling me, yo, Enzo, listen, Claudio Squeo, you know, he's undefeated, 17-0. You know what I mean? He's built like Canelo. Do you know what I mean? He's a little bit stocky. He's got red hair and ginger hair. Do you know what I mean? Like, people were really giving this guy a chance. I told people, like, it's not happening. Do you know what I mean? It's not happening. Like, you need to put more respect on Joe Opetaia's name. Like, this guy is world class. Like, he's elite. Do you know what I mean? Joe Opetaia, he's pound for pound one of the best in the world right now. Like, seriously. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why people don't really consider Joe Opetaia to be up there, but for me, he's up there, man. He's arguably my favorite fighter right now. Do you know what I mean? I go Joe Opetaia, Terence Crawford is in there. Like, these two guys, Dimitri Bivol, do you know what I mean? These two guys are like one of my favorite fighters. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's definitely in the Joe Opetaia, and he handled business. Do you know what I mean? Did exactly what I thought he would do. Like, I actually predicted that Joe Opetaia is going to finish the fight in the 5th round. He's going to stop him in the 5th round, and behold, that's exactly what happened. Do you know what I mean? First couple of rounds, Joe Opetaia was just toying with him, playing with him. Do you know what I mean? And I made a note of the size difference, the height difference. And when I saw them square up in the build up to the fight, and then I saw them at the weigh-in, I was like, yo, like, Opetaia's got too many advantages here. Do you know what I mean? I'm not just talking experience. I'm not just talking like exposure, dealing, you know, handling big fights and everything like that. But like the height, the reach, the abilities, everything was to the advantage of Joe Opetaia. So for me, like, from the get-go, straight out the gate, it was a mismatch. It was a mismatch. I feel like this fight was just there to just keep Joe Opetaia busy. Do you know what I mean? It was like a stay busy fight, stay active before the big showdown with ZURDO Ramirez. And ZURDO Ramirez, he has to take your business because he's got a fight coming up on the 20th of June. Do you know what I mean? He's got Yono Dorticos. That's the next fight for ZURDO. So ZURDO need to handle that. He's fighting over in America, the Honda Center. So he handles that on the 28th of June. Then we're gonna get that unification fight. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully we're looking at September, October, November. You know how it goes. We never know. You know what I mean? I really hope that ZURDO, if he comes through his next fight, which he should, do you know what I mean? With his resume, with his caliber of skill that he possesses, he should be able to get past this guy. Do you know what I mean? So fingers crossed, ZURDO gets past him, and then we see Ramirez versus Joe Opetaia. Do you know what I mean? In the 4th quarter, I really want to see that. That's the fight. That's the next fight to make. I don't want to see no one duck each other anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, all the talking is done. Do you know what I mean? It's done. Joe Opetaia needs to fight for undisputed. That's the fight there, man. Do you know what I mean? Because Joe Opetaia is definitely gonna follow in the footsteps of Alexander Usyk. I just got a feeling. Do you know what I mean? I've got a feeling he's going to be undisputed at cruiserweight division. Then he's going to move up to heavyweight. And also, like I say right now, yeah, and you can click this, whatever, save this video, whatever, yeah. Like, I've got a feeling that Joe Opetaia can win a title. He's not even, I won't say can, I'll say he's going to win a title heavyweight. Do you know what I mean? Just the way the heavyweight landscape is starting to shape up, yeah. Like, all the giants are on the way out, like the likes of Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, do you know what I mean? Wilder's gone, Zhilei Zhang, all these 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" guys, like they're all going, man. Like the new breed you're looking at around about is 6'3", 6'6", 6'2", do you know what I mean? Like Mozart Thomas is like 6'4", so they're not too big, do you know what I mean? Daniel Dubois is like 6'3", 6'4". Joe Opetaia, I think, is listed at like 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", so he'll fit in nicely there. Do you know what I mean? By the time Joe Opetaia comes into the heavyweight division, I think it would be perfect timing for him. Do you know what I mean? You'll be there for perfect timing for him. And Opetaia, with his ability, with his skill, like, he can smash up a lot of these heavyweights, man. Trust me. And that southpaw stance of his is big trouble. And I saw that last night, like, firsthand, when Claudio Squeo just couldn't get to Opetaia. Do you know what I mean? I'm surprised. I didn't understand how Claudio Squeo is a cruiserweight, bro. Like, how did he get to cruiserweight? Like, I think it's like 5'9", 5'10". Do you know what I mean? He looks shorter than that. Like, in the ring, he looked like 5'7". He looked like the same height as like Canelo. Do you know what I mean? He looked like 5'7", 5'8", stocky. Like, he just didn't have the reach to even get near Opetaia. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, when they were in close and you tie in, you let off a few shots, but apart from that, like, Opetaia just absolutely schooled him, outboxed him, toyed with him. Like, when I was watching the fight, like, I did a watch along, and I'm watching the fight, I'm like, yo, like, in the ring, it looks like man v boy here. Do you know what I mean? It looked like teacher v student here. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, Opetaia, like, if you really wanted to beat this guy up, you should have just had a sparring match with him. Do you know what I mean? Like, because basically that's what that fight was. It was like a glorified sparring. Do you know what I mean? But listen, hey, they're getting paid money, so why wouldn't they fight him? Do you know what I mean? Like, stay busy, make some money. It was a win-win situation for Opetaia last night. Sunday, Sunday, it was morning for me. Some people, like in Sydney, New Zealand, it was evening for them. They were going into Monday, going into work. So, yeah, Opetaia handled business, did exactly what I thought he would do. Like I said, showed great composure and a great skill. He was hurting Claudio Squeo to the body, man. Absolutely devastating body shots. The jab was sharp. Do you know what I mean? His left hand, the backhand, sharp, crisp. The right hook, which finished the fight in the 5th round. That was vicious, man. That was vicious. Listen, Opetaia is a vicious guy, man. He's a bad guy, man. Do you know what I mean? People should just stay away from Opetaia, man. He's a bad guy, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not giving ZURDO Ramirez a chance against Opetaia, man. Do you know what I mean? I seriously believe that Opetaia is levels above ZURDO Ramirez. Like, again, like I say, I always say to you guys, like, I'm not dismissing ZURDO Ramirez. Like, he's good. He's good. He's good for what he is. He's good. Do you know what I mean? But after I watched his fight against Billim Smith, I was like, yo, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, Billim Smith was cut, was hurt, but Billim Smith was still tagging ZURDO Ramirez. He's still tagging him. Hard shots as well. I'm like, yo, if you're taking these hard shots against Billim Smith, and Billim Smith, for me, like I always say, no disrespect, Billim Smith is British level fighter. Do you know what I mean? He's a British level fighter. He's not world. He's not a world elite fighter. Do you know what I mean? Like, what Billim Smith brings to the table is real integrity, real honesty. He's gonna put in a shift, hard work. Do you know what I mean? Like, he believes in himself. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't got the best abilities in boxing, but what he's gonna do is, yeah, the little ability that he has, he's gonna maximize it. He's gonna maximize it to its full potential. And sometimes in life, yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. You don't have to be the best boxer in the world. You don't have to have the best skills, like, not just in sports, just in life. Like, if you're going for a job or whatever, in whatever craft you're in, yeah, you don't even have to be the best to make it. Do you know what I mean? If you put in the hard work, do you know what I mean? The little skill that you have, if you can sharpen it and get better and improve and progress, like, you make strides in life, man. And that's what Chris Billim Smith is. Do you know what I mean? He's a tough lad, man, and he won a title. He won a title. Do you know what I mean? But in the grand scheme of things in boxing and in the cruiserweight division, Chris Billim Smith, like, he's not at that level, man. He's not at the level of a Opetaia. He's not at the level of even ZURDO Ramirez. And ZURDO Ramirez, for me, is not all that. I'm just keeping it real. You know me, I'm the realest in the game. And I keep it real with you all the time. Do you know what I mean? So for me, Opetaia beats ZURDO Ramirez, unifies the belts, whatever, wins undisputed, and yeah, move on to the heavyweight division, because I feel like for Opetaia, There's bigger fish to fry in the heavyweight division. There's big money fights, and I feel like his future is in the heavyweight division, and I think that's where he's gonna go. I think Eddie Hearn, his promoter, do you know what I mean? He's gonna position him. He's gonna shape him up to move to that heavyweight division. Do you know what I mean? And listen, only time will tell. Obviously, he has to build his body. He has to gain some mass. He has to kind of do what Usyk did. Do you know what I mean? Take his time to really build himself into that division. Do you know what I mean? But there's some interesting matchups in the heavyweight division for Opetaia. Someone like a Moses Aitoma. You know, I think that's going to be an interesting fight. Both southpaws, that's going to be a crack of a fight. Do you know what I mean? I would have loved to see Opetaia versus Alexander Usyk. I think that would have been a crack of a fight, but I feel like Usyk is on his way out, innit? After the Dubois fight, probably has one more after that. We don't really know what he's going to do. He might not stick around. So we never say never in boxing, yeah, but I don't think him and Opetaia are going to meet. I think like for Opetaia, that fight is too late, innit? Usyk is on his way out. But still, there's interesting fights. The likes of, you know, Caballao is in there. Even Joseph Parker in the future. You know, Daniel Dubois. There's some great fights for Opetaia in the heavyweight division. So I can't wait to see Opetaia in the heavyweight division, because for me, I rate Opetaia highly. Yeah, for me, he's a fantastic fighter. He's got great skills. Yeah, I just love watching Opetaia fights. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, man, cruiserweight champion, undisputed champion very soon, man. Very soon. Guys and girls, let me know what you thought of Opetaia's performance in the Gold Coast. I told you so. I told you the fight wouldn't go, you know, beyond 5 rounds. Do you know what I mean? I told you so. Let me know what you think of the performance. Was you impressed? And what do you want to see Opetaia do next, man? What's the next fight? Obviously, the obvious one is ZURDO Ramirez to unify the belt. But let me know what you want to see more from Opetaia, like potential opponents, etc., etc. Let me know in the comments. I really appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. It's me, your boy Enzo. Please don't forget to smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to help us to grow. I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed, my people. Peace.